Welcome to hell, population U. Your anus, prepare it.
If you haven't seen part 1 of my review, it'll be linked in the description. But in case you don't have the time, I'll just save you some time and summarize it here. Nubia, the badass warrior from Themyscira, has been reimagined by L.L. McKinney as an average 17-year-old black girl. She has a lesbian best friend, another friend who's an effeminate boy, a crush who's an effeminate boy, 2 moms, all because of course. The white people in the story are all evil because of course. She gets racially profiled after rescuing a convenience store. There are 5 pages full of nothing but crying and emotional validation from her mothers, who are totally not Whoopi Goldberg and Leslie Uggams. And the big bad of the story is a racist white boy who's hitting on Nubia's lesbian friend. Yeah, if that doesn't make you want to just chug bleach by the truckload, I don't know what will. Join me, if you will, for a dive into the worst comic book that I have ever read in my entire fucking life. And I want everyone who watches this video, I want y'all to share this shit, especially to anyone who is on the representation matters train, the people that care about that over good stories, because they are the reason why shit like this exists. And if we don't start pushing back against it harder, this shit's just gonna keep getting worse and worse and worse. But I've beat around the bush long enough, time to go in for the tush. Let's get it, let's go. Nubia's totally realistic friend, Quisha, just got hit on by Wayland, the big bad of the book. Yes, the big bad of a Nubia book is a white boy who don't know how to take no for an answer. So much so that he broke some girl's arm. They're not even hiding the fact that they hate white people. Admittedly, she looks like she had an old boyfriend who was cool with her having powers, but his mom snaps at Nubia because she walks out and sees Nubia holding up a fucking car. And of course, the book tries to paint that as the white people being racist, because of course they do. Also, Nubia's parents also know about her powers, and they shuffle her around from home to home whenever the white people learn that she has powers, because, you know, white people be racist. Even though we know that Nubia's mom's no Wonder Woman, so why are we acting like, oh, it's just beyond the pale seeing a person with powers? But no, they have to push that narrative. A black girl lifting a car, can't let them see that, because then she'll die. They'll just shoot her, they'll kill her. Okay, whatever.
It don't matter. None of this matters.
Her moms are making out, because of course they are. This book should have just been titled Nubia, of course, because everything that you think is going to happen in this book happens. She has 2 moms, because of course she does. All the white people are evil, because of course they are. This is just such ass. This is anal leakage. That's what this book is. Of course, the moms are like, nah, he ain't going nowhere. He ain't going to no damn party. But Nubia like, fuck that noise. I'm about to live my life. They go back to school the next day. And for those of y'all who are wondering just how effeminate is her crush, this is him. Man bun, pretty curly hair, nice pretty soft eyes, soft features, bird chest, twig arms, pastel shirt with daisies on it. Nubia looks more masculine than fucking Oscar, and that's because Oscar has the testosterone of a fucking dead roach. And why are everyone's lips still chapped? I have to show this panel right here. Just look at this fucking face. Look at it. It is confused. It is in pain. It wants to cry. Nubia, baby, are you okay? Hell no. She's not okay. I'm not okay. No one involved in this is okay. Also, why do Nubia have titties? This book just got 8,000% more SJW. Nubia is a 17-year-old girl, but because we can't show women that actually look feminine, she looks like a fucking gem from Steven Universe. So she don't have no titties. Whoopi Goldberg don't have no titties. Leslie Uggams probably got titties, but that's just because she's fat. But anyway, we get to the glow up, and Nubia's all decked out in blue, and now she has titties. And she like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Now she's flying, and of course she crashes. That actually could have been a cute / funny moment if this were actually written by human beings. Does she have fucking... And then I noticed she has a Switch controller for an earring. Be right back. I gotta go get the cyanide. Yeah, fun. Okay, that's a normal human emotion. Yeah, right. Nothing about this book is normal or human. Alright, so they're having fun. They're totally having a good time. Is this the part where the asshole white boy shows up and is an asshole white boy? And then Oscar shows up looking like gay Prince. Just kill me now. That sums up the whole thing. She's running around looking for Waylon because she just knows something's gonna happen. And yep, it's fucking happening. Totally forced himself on Quisha. Got some nice little sexual assault. You need to mind your own business, bitch.
And you need to leave my friend alone.
Or what? Were you hoping she would sleep with you? I guess you're the next best thing to screwing a dude. It was just a kiss. She's not complaining, so fuck off. Would hitting you count as hitting a girl?
Try me, asshole.
So of course Waylon can't fight. So he swings, misses. You think you're funny? I'll show your monkey ass funny. And she's so befuddled by the fact that she just got called a monkey, she kind of dazes out, and Waylon lands a solid fucking right hook.
Say it again. Say it again.
And wow, clocks his ass one good time. And she feels good about herself till she realizes she is being recorded, and her scared. She's scared because she's always going to be deemed as the angry black girl who knocked out the white boy. Even though Waylon been talking mad shit all issue. So the fact that he got knocked out by a girl with one punch was just dumping everything into trying to knock her out and only got one solid hit in. So he's going to go down in internet and school history as a complete bitch. And she's going to go down as a badass who knocked out a fucking racist. Because that's how these videos go. Y'all remember World Star Hip Hop? That's what this would be. This wouldn't be, oh, black girl angry. This would be badass. I am woman, hear me roar. Look at little bitch boy Leyland getting laid the fuck out. But no, we have to skim over that reality because this isn't a real book that wants to tell a real story. So then Oscar finally shows his little soy boy ass up. And she starts getting upset because no one jumped in to help her, including the guy she likes. It's bad enough her friends didn't jump in. And these supposed to be black people written? Okay, what's the first thing that always happens when black people get in fights? Either the friends jump in or the friends surround them so they can have a fair fight. And they make it clear that if anybody tries to jump in to help the other dude, they're all jumping in. But no, that moment didn't happen. Why? Because her friends are just little bitches, and so is fucking Oscar. He was scared because Waylon used to torture him and his friends in middle school. And then she starts laying into him.
Everybody talks about how Waylon's gonna get away with murder since grade school. You, Jason, Quisha, it's like y'all just accept him and his trash behavior. Like it's okay. But it's not. Nothing about tonight was okay. None of the things he does are okay. I'm not blaming you or nothing, but...
No, I get it. No matter the reason, I just stood there. I'll do more next time. I promise. If this were a genuine book, this would be the last conversation these two have. Because shit like this, you only get one chance to show who you really are. For the rest of this book, this man's name is Negative T, because that's what he has. He has negative levels of testosterone. I don't even care about anything else they say. They go up and start joking around and laugh and blah, 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 like he didn't just let her get punched in the fucking face and called a monkey. Anywho, she goes home. And of course she flies through the window and crashes like a drunk fairy godmother. Of course she does. And her moms are mad at her because of course they are. Whoopi says it's time to go get some professional help, which I can only dream of finally being where Wonder Woman shows up. Okay, she's woken up because it's breakfast time. She opens everything. They call her tall, dark, and dangerous. Where's the tweets and the Facebook post about racist little bitch boy gets laid the fuck out by a badass? Black girl magic. Where's all that stuff? Because that would be there too. Like, y'all not gonna sit here and act like all the coverage is just this. Finally, Wonder Woman shows up.
Wonder Woman's in my house! Wait, why is Wonder Woman in my house?
The reason you're having trouble passing as a human is because you're not. Human, that is. You're an Amazon, Nubia. my twin sister.
I live in a 2-story house, and I'm seriously considering going up to the roof and having an accident where I fall. Because this fucking page. Look at this page. Look at it.
I said look at it!
These are the new faces of progressivism. This wide-eyed, caffeine and Molly-induced stare. This is it.
We were molded together by her hand and her heart, and with love.
Her?
Our mother, Hippolyta, queen of the Amazons. She then prayed we would be given life. But then tragedy struck in the form of Ares, the god of war. You were believed to be lost. It wasn't until decades later that I discovered one of Ares' abandoned strongholds. He had been defeated in battle, and I wanted to ensure he could not pose any further threat. Instead, I found you. We don't know what he had planned for you, but there you were. Ares had placed you in a suspended state, halting your aging. I took you back to Themyscira, to Mother. Having left the island, though not by choice, you could not remain.
I didn't think that we could get greater levels of emotional validation, but here we fucking are. You had her completely raised as a completely normal teen under the assumption that she's a normal teen. Also, we could have this moment of more emotional validation, literally of divine proportions.
Mother still wanted you to be raised by an Amazon. Me, actually. But my duties would only be a danger to you. Yet there was another way. I brought you to the home of one of my sisters, an Amazon who had found love during a mission in the world of men and decided to stay. It was agreed she and her love would raise you as their own.
Wait, you for real?
My sentiments exactly, Nubia. This is some Uberscheiße. That's super shit in German. This book is Uberscheiße.
There has been more than one occasion when the media turned against members of the Justice League. So I know, somewhat, what you are experiencing, but I will never fully understand what you're going through.
Wrong.
I'm sorry?
On the board. Wrong. Wrong.
You can leave, like before, but you may inevitably be discovered down the road. Or you can stay, even though you and what you are may not be a secret much longer.
And now Wonder Woman is about to give her something. It is her own bracelets. Her bracelets of submission. Now, why the bracelets are the best looking thing in this whole fucking book, I don't know. There's a protest, the same protest that was talked about in the beginning of the book. Nubia says she going, and she is suiting up like she ready for war. And this is it. This is her hero outfit, everybody. Nubia, real one. Can you, take them bracelets and just slam them both into my skull? And Waylon's there. Hey, listen. Last night, we both had a little too much to drink, and some signals were mixed up.
Mixed signals? I wasn't.
It was a party, and people were partying. It was kind of wild.
Is this your half-assed way of apologizing?
The past is the past. It was 12 hours. Let's focus on today.
Waylon, I'm busy, and I ain't got time for you and your nonsense. Why are you even here?
To make sure you didn't have the wrong idea about last night.
It doesn't matter. I don't want you here.
Why not? I apologized.
Because you're a pushy, sexist, phobic, racist bully, and that wasn't an apology.
I'm not racist.
You called Nubia a monkey. I should have told you off a long time ago. Take your bum ass on somewhere and leave me alone.
You don't talk to me like that. You better rethink that.
And think hard.
Oh, look, Jason finally found his balls. Look at God.
You need to walk away before I give you a matching set.
You're gonna get yours, bitch. All of you. Every last fucking one. Is this when Waylon turns into a school shooter? Because he got turned down by a black lesbian and then got told off by a femboy and a Amazon? Alright, so anyway, they go to the protests. They totally do a protest selfie. Someone says pigs and throws a brick. And it's Waylon and his friends being agitators because they totally have to go with this idea that when the black people protest, they're just peaceful. But then it's always some outside agitators, usually white, who stoke the fires. Totally got to push that narrative. Got to push it. Someone throws a Molotov cocktail. I'm surprised they didn't drop it and set themselves on fire. Nubia and her folks are being cornered by the cops, and they say, put your weapons down, referring to Nubia's bracelets. And she says, I'll show you it's not a weapon, and this is probably the part where she's gonna get shot. They shoot, and her bracelet deflects the bullet. And hits fucking Oscar. Whoa! Did not see that coming. Holy shit. Oh, fuck. Oh. If you're wondering why I'm cackling maniacally, it's because I didn't think this book had the balls, the absolute big dick energy, the absolute fat clit energy to do something like that. Now, I already know what's going to happen. They are going to blame the cops, because of course they are. But Nubia, if they really go this route and have Nubia take responsibility for this shit, it may actually get 1 point. And she's like, help him. They're like, get away from him. And of course, Jason is just in the background looking all scared, because we can't have a black man actually be at any of the forefront of this. He's not going to be out in the front with Quisha. He is going to be behind her because him scared. And she is restraining the officer and straight up chucks his ass into the other cops. And now she's cradling Oscar and carrying him away because, of course, the woman is saving the man because, of course, the white men are evil, the black men are emasculated at every fucking turn. This isn't my fault. This isn't my fault, except it is your fault. Not intentionally, but it's still your fault because you ricocheted the bullet in his chest. Active shooter, and of course it's gonna be Waylon, because that's totally how school shooters do. They're just super privileged white kids who just have things go down not in their way at one party one time, and then they get told off in front of some folks at a march, and then they have to shoot up the school. I fucking hate this book. LL Not Cool J, you're a piece of shit. And yeah, look at this fucking picture. Just look at it.
I said look at it!
No mask, no nothing. He holding a gun like a complete little bitch. Nubia picks up a book, disarms Waylon with it, and she runs in, rescues Quisha. She is not bulletproof. She gets nicked. She gets grazed. But, totally Amazon, so not that bad. I love you too. She blocking bullets. She's on top of the bookcase. Then she falls behind it and then dashes in front of it. Clink, clank, kicks the gun out of his hand, gives him another black eye. And yeah, everything good now. She in the hospital. Her people come in and everyone's happy. Quisha suggests calling her bad bitch. Okay, whatever.
It don't matter. None of this matters.
And they wheel Oscar in. It wasn't your fault. I made a choice, and I'd make it again. They kiss on what may just be the only page where these two actually look like human beings. And we are on page 204. Oy vey. This is... Okay, finally, we're done. I hate everything that I just read. Nothing but Black Lives Matter, SJW bullshit. Nothing but body positivity, toxic masculinity, white people be racist. Nothing but emotional validation. Crying. Why does this book exist? Why is this the norm now? Why is this such a popular trend? Because people like LL McKinney, she don't even deserve the nickname no more. People like LL McKinney, they can't tell a good story to save their fucking life. But they don't care, because they're not here to tell a good story. They're not here to sell you a good product or entertain you or even inspire you. They're here to fucking preach to you. And they know that if they made some bullshit characters completely out of their own minds, no one would buy their book. So they have to put their stupid ass story right onto actual existing characters. Like Wonder Woman. And Nubia, for fuck's sake. Nubia Admittedly, I don't know a whole lot about her character, but from what I do know, she's fucking insane. She's an awesome character, and she's totally underutilized because dumbasses like LL and all the rest of the virtue signaling far leftists in comics today, they don't care about actual representation. They don't care about actually giving little black boys and black girls good fictional role models that look like them. They just want to preach to everyone. They want to browbeat everyone else, tell everyone that they have the correct politics, all while being active racists, active bigots. They hate white people. They hate conventional masculinity. They hate conventional femininity. They hate any type of sincerity. They hate actual morals and values that don't completely revolve around identity politics. They hate people who just want to be good people for the sake of being good. They hate it, they hate it, they hate it. And that hate has bled onto these pages so much so that I thought someone real got shot. And I am fucking done. Hopefully one day they won't be complete pieces of shit, but for right now, they are pieces of shit, so I can't stand them. This was trash. This was an insult to everyone who has ever loved comics, good stories, Wonder Woman, Nubia. This is an insult to black people. This is an insult to white people. This is an insult to Asian people. This is an insult to fucking aliens. This is just a fucking insult. This book was trash of the highest caliber, and the world will be a better place when it is lost and forgotten to time, as it inevitably will be. I would say thank you for watching and listening, but I'm sorry. I'm a simple nerd who's making sense of this crazy-ass world we live in, and sometimes that means torturing yourself. So thank y'all for suffering with me. I'm Animaine. I promise my next video won't be nearly as depressing. Deuces.